There comes a time in every life when things stop going forward, when the energy fades, the opportunities close, and the dreams you once saw so clearly begin to blur. You wake up one morning and realize the motivation that used to push you has turned into silence. You look around, and the people who promised to stay are gone. Decline. That's what it feels like. Like everything inside you is falling, slowly, piece by piece. You try to fight it. You tell yourself, "I'll be fine." But deep inside, you know you're breaking. When life begins to decline, it doesn't send a warning. It doesn't knock at your door politely. It comes like a storm, uninvited, uncontrollable, and cruel. It takes away the people you love. It destroys the plans you made. It leaves you standing in the middle of your own life, wondering how everything changed so fast. You start losing faith in yourself. You question your worth. You wonder if all your effort was for nothing. You start comparing yourself to others, their smiles, their success, their peace, and you wonder, what's wrong with me? But here's the truth. Decline doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're being prepared. Because every strong soul has walked through the valley of decline before the mountain of victory. When you fall, the world doesn't stop. People keep moving, the days keep passing, and you feel left behind. But remember this, being behind doesn't mean you've lost. It means your story isn't finished yet. Sometimes God hides your growth in decline. He hides your strength in weakness. He hides your power in pain. Because what you're learning in the dark will shine brighter than what others learned in the light. So don't hate the decline. Respect it. It's where your real transformation begins. Think about every tree you've ever seen. When its leaves fall, people might say it's dying. But the truth is, it's preparing for a new season. It's resting. It's getting ready to bloom again. You're the same. This season of decline, the loneliness, the failure, the confusion, isn't your ending. It's your preparation for something greater. You might have lost your job. You might have lost your relationship. You might have lost the people who made you smile. You might have lost confidence in yourself. But listen, you are still breathing. And if you're still breathing, you still have purpose. Sometimes you have to lose everything to find what's real. Sometimes you have to hit the ground so hard that you finally realize the ground is where roots grow. Don't fear being low. That's where the foundation is built. When decline comes, most people run. They hide from pain, avoid reflection, distract themselves with noise. But you're different. You're listening to this because something inside you still believes in more. You still believe you can rise. And that belief, that little spark of faith, is all you need to start again. Every success story you've ever heard began with a decline. Every champion has faced moments of doubt, loss, and fear. They were told, "You're not good enough." They were ignored, rejected, and left behind. But they refused to let decline define them. They used it. They turned pain into purpose, heartbreak into hunger, tears into fire. They didn't wait for perfect timing. They created it. So why can't you? Why can't you rebuild? Why can't you rise from this? Let's be honest. Decline hurts. It breaks you in ways you can't explain. You cry when nobody sees. You smile in public but crumble when you're alone. You question everything, your worth, your choices, even your faith. But listen carefully. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. It's teaching you what you can survive. It's showing you how strong you really are. And one day, you'll realize that the decline that tried to destroy you was actually the chapter that prepared you to become unshakable. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about all the times you thought it was over. And yet, here you are, still standing, still breathing, still trying. That's strength. That's resilience. That's what decline cannot take away from you. If you feel like you're fading, don't rush your healing. Rest, cry, pray. Talk to God, not because He doesn't know your pain, but because when you speak it out, you release it. Tell Him, I don't understand this season, but I trust you. And that trust, even when it's small, will move mountains one day. Because God never lets decline end a story He started. There's something beautiful about broken things. They reflect light in ways perfect things never can. Your scars will one day become someone else's strength. Your decline will become someone else's inspiration. Someone will listen to your story and say, if they made it through that, maybe I can too. That's why you can't give up now. There's purpose even in your pain. Maybe right now you're alone in your room, staring at your phone, feeling like nothing makes sense anymore. Maybe you're replaying every mistake in your head, wishing you could go back and fix things. But life doesn't move backward. It moves forward through decline, through loss, through storms. The path to peace is not avoiding pain. It's walking through it with faith. So if you've fallen, don't stay down. Stand up. Even if your hands shake. Even if your voice trembles. Even if you don't know what tomorrow holds. Say to yourself, I may be in decline, but I am not done. I may be tired, but I'm not finished. I may be broken, but I am still blessed. Say it until you believe it. You see, life isn't about staying at the top. It's about learning how to rise after every fall. It's about trusting that decline is not your enemy. It's your rebirth. When the caterpillar thinks it's dying, it becomes a butterfly. When the seed is buried in the soil, it begins to grow. And when you feel like your life is falling apart, God is quietly rebuilding it in ways you can't yet see. Every setback you face is shaping you. Every rejection is redirecting you. Every decline is refining you. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. Don't waste this chapter wishing it away. Live it. Learn from it. Let it break what's fake inside you and rebuild what's true. So to the person listening right now who feels forgotten, you are not forgotten. You are being shaped. You are being taught patience, humility, and faith. You are being emptied so that one day you can be filled with greater purpose. This isn't the end. It's the turning point. When you rise again, and you will, you'll rise differently. You'll be wiser. You'll be calmer. You'll stop chasing things that don't matter. You'll start building a life that has meaning. You'll stop begging for validation and start valuing yourself. You'll stop crying over closed doors and start walking through the ones God opens for you. Decline teaches you what truly matters. So next time you fall, remember, the ground you hit isn't the end, it's the foundation for your comeback. Every storm runs out of rain. Every night gives birth to morning. Every decline gives way to a rise. Hold on. Your story is still being written. You're not at the end. You're at the middle of your miracle. And one day when you look back, you'll be thankful for the decline. Because it showed you who you are. It showed you who your real friends are. It showed you who God is. It showed you that you can survive anything and still smile again. So don't fear decline. Embrace it. Let it humble you. Let it rebuild you. Let it lead you back to yourself. Because sometimes losing everything is how you find what truly matters. This was my message for everyone who feels like they're in decline right now. You're not alone. You're not forgotten. You're being transformed. Keep going. Your rise is coming. This is Miracle of Change.